Welcome back. You guessed it. Road to Tunis. You thought there were other maps in Company of Heroes 3? No. Anyway, as we're back, it's Orangepest playing as the US forces. And he's playing against momo4sho as the Wehrmacht. If you placed bets, you all won, but nobody won anything. We've seen this a lot today, actually, as an opening build. Orangepest going for something I think is pretty strong. Double Pathfinders. He's gone for his airborne battle group straight away with the Pathfinders. Going to give him a 4-man squad, tons of recon, and he's going to bring it up with a Jeep as well for harassment. And if it's anything like the other games today, backed up by triple rifleman squad, very, very effective. And you can see here that Jeep just scouting around for perhaps a Ketten in the wrong place. Not sure what Orangepest is trying to manage here. He has found the Ketten. The Ketten looked like it was bracing itself for a ram then. I'm gonna ram the Jeep. To be honest, like, I've watched both of Orangepest's early games, and it always looks a bit scrappy, but he pulls it back. Momo just trying to buy himself some time so we can get up here with the Pioneer and MG42. Of course, he's just using the Pioneer's sight range to give himself good targets for the MG42. Orangepest is perfectly placed to not take suppression. And look at that smoke at a perfect time. I think Orangepest perhaps just saw the Pioneers retreating back a tiny bit and was able to detect that first burst from the MG42 was coming out. If he did, that's phenomenal gameplay. I would say these first 5 minutes for Wehrmacht are really, really crucial to try and make sure that you can get a foothold where the Jeep can't keep picking at you and infantry can't flank you as much. Momo has gone, as he typically has gone for most of his games, the double MG42. But I do feel like we're missing something at the moment. What's the... She's going for tier 3 Panzer Grenadier Company, and we just don't see another infantry squad. So actually at this point normally we've had either 2 Pioneers, the Grenadier, 2 MG42s, or we've had at least 2 Grenadiers, 1 Pioneer. But right now, it looks like Momo's going to try and get by with just a handful of support units.
Sandbag wall is built. At last. Ready to scout.
It's a really tough situation for Momo, and of course, when you don't have those units to go and spot for enemy units, you end up in situations like this where your opponent can just sit there behind green cover. Momo says, "Oops, wrong doctrine."
We await commands. Wait for the reload. Any second now.
Let's see what's coming in here. Panzer Grenadiers. Other assault grenadiers.
He's dead. The enemy has taken a victory point.
This is Very, very tough. The US right now are just going to be building up a giant wealth of resources. In fact, let's just have a look at Orangepest at the moment. So he's already at motor-pool. He'll be coming up to Greyhound in 15 fuel.
Air Force is beginning reconnaissance.
And paratroopers available as well. May as well call those in.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
No healing in the base yet, but perhaps hasn't needed it for this stage of the game.
Victory point now under enemy control.
Leave him.
Interesting mine there from Momo. I think he's potentially hoping to catch Greyhound off guard when it does come. And I think Greyhound has just been teched. Yeah, it is. You see the resources go down. And funnily enough, when I'm looking at Momo's army at the moment, it's quite close range. Aside from the MG42s, a lot of units that require close proximity to deal kind of their best output damage. And I think that's going to perhaps sometimes play into the hands of Orangepest, who can sit in some green cover positions at distance when he wants to, kite with the Jeep. It is very good for pushing units away, but I don't think overall it's going to be that helpful against the Greyhound.
On the field.
Advanced weaponry will soon be available.
Stop stacking. Laying my trap. Sure, now you can rest.
He's doing the reversing trick again, the fiend. I love it. I think I'll go use it myself.
Our arsenal has been expanded, Commandant. You have 3 command points at your disposal.
Oh, it's a great hit from the back. Max range.
Rapid production protocols are in effect.
Momo needs to be careful with his Ketten here. Hasn't noticed the Jeep's picking off at it. Is he going to go all the way? No.
Grenadiers, back to full strength.
Also don't have healing yet as well. So a lot of these engagements Momo's going into with close range units, he's going to have to run up quite close to them, and they're not going to be fully healed either, so
Victory point is under enemy control.
it's actually not in a good position at all
Now get back
to really use these units, unless he's going to be using manual healing, which he is. I can see he's using medkits.
Grenadiers ready.
We do not hold any victory points. We must counterattack.
Flares going up.
Stuck is reporting for duty.
Flares have a pretty nice vision range. You can see that there's nothing
distributed
coming to
imminently.
attack him, so it's safe for him to go over and cap the fuel over there.
Territory lost.
We saw the Stick 3 assault gun do really, really well against Reekley in the third game of the last series. Momo did a good job with these, so hopefully he can pull it off again. You just see that we have a shoe mine there laid from the Ketten. Little things like that, little mines there, really is what's going to win the game against US forces. It's good that Momo is actually preparing for those rushes that are inevitably going to come. We are looking at triple VPs at the moment for Orangepest.
Bingo fuel in and back to base.
Everything's just gone really static at the moment.
A fuel point is being lost.
Actually, that's just giving Orangepest plenty of time to scout with his units, figure out a path of attack. This is nice, just dropping a really good smoke. Moving around with the Greyhound. Momo's just got to be careful he's not moving around too much. If he goes north and then leaves the north, goes south, he's going to suffer against the mobile nature of US. I think he needs to play a bit more compactly with the units that he does have, especially as at the moment he is slightly outnumbered in army value.
250 points remain for us.
Enemy troopers! Give us orders!
We're going to see a breach here from the assault grenadiers. I hope we do.
We are down to 200 points.
Fucking hell! Engaging! Go now! Kill the bastard!
They run out the door and then the Germans go in.
The enemy has taken our territory.
Stug is just trying to find targets at the moment. It is correctly sitting in the middle of the map just so that it can respond to any issues. Momo is actually starting to get control of the north now. I think the veterancy that he has and the composition of his units is actually enough right now defend against what Orangepest has, but we'll just have a look at Orangepest. So he's now just going into the aerial support tech tree, where he'll start looking at air strafes, air bombing runs. I've got paratroopers actually coming down here. Momo hasn't noticed. It's backed up with a Pathfinder flank.
The sector's been overrun. It's theirs now. They've captured a victory point.
Once again, we're in a game where Momo's really feeling the burden of VPs and the VP drain. There you go. Let's just have a look at the moment. Recon for Orangepest. Recon here is super effective. You can see every single unit on the map. Just saw a squad of grenadiers go down to riflemen in the center. But this recon is really just allowing Orangepest now to just make really swift tactical decisions. Minesweepers at the front, but he knows that no contest because he knows exactly where the Stug is.
Anti-tank gun deployed on your mark. Bingo fuel in and back to base. Ready for duty.
Momo also feeling like his armored cars are needed in this situation. I've got to say, you've got to give Orangepest credit for the way that he's been using the Jeep throughout this game. It's been a really annoying unit to deal with for Momo.
Ground infantry. Get those guns ready.
AT guns got a really good coverage of the center, but of course Orangepest knows that the Stugs are pretty tied back behind enemy lines right now. Two Panzer Grenadiers here. Should be able to take that Pathfinder squad down, I would have thought. Even on the move. Oh, but he's not actually prioritizing it. He's, again, you can really tell the VP pressure. Instead of picking up that squad wipe, more important to try and knock these riflemen off of the VP. AT guns, trying to make short work of the Stug. Gets away with tiny amount of health. And again, you look at this, the desperation just to try and clear the AT gun, allowing the VP to remain capped. Stugs are going to make an advance. They've actually successfully flanked north through the town. One more shot needed for the Greyhound. Is it too little, too late, as we have 45 VPs remaining for momo4sho? He's starting to show signs of life. Maybe not enough. Momo's going to call GG well played. It will be 2 games in the series to Orangepest. Momo has played a fantastic tournament today. Huge congratulations to him. Momo at this stage just not able to deal with Orangepest on this occasion. It'll be Orangepest going through to the semi-finals tomorrow. GG to both.